Hello, guys. It's 12:30, so I'm on here for the moment. I've got to remind myself how I get my chat window up here, my pop-up chat. Bear with me just a moment. Let's see. Okay. Full screen. Whoa, no, I don't want to do that. Here we go. Pop out chat. Now pull up Google. Let me get the pop out chat over here, man. I wish really this would be a little bit easier. Well, hello, free music for your videos. Hi, thank you so much for coming in. I'm still working on this pop-out chat window so I can at least see the chat because I set this up as a Google Hangouts. I despise doing it as a Google Hangouts because the chat window doesn't come up the way it should unless you do the pop-out window from YouTube. Hi, Patricia Sprinkles. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Oh my gosh, my window just disappeared. If you've never been here with me before on any of my live streams, you will discover quite fast that I am technically challenged or technologically challenged, whichever way you want to say it. Okay, I think I have it back. Wow, it needs to be a little bit bigger for my old eyes. Okay, I think I have it. Whew. We're gonna find out. If you all are talking to me and I don't respond, let me know, because I don't know if it's really going to be live or not. Yes, I'm doing fine, Patricia. I had been sick, so I am just now getting back to sort of feeling like myself. I'm sorry, my hair's a mess. I didn't feel like doing my hair or anything, and it's hot as fire here in Texas. My neighbor next door is getting new air conditioning units, so you might hear a crane outside. They're lifting the big units up onto her roof. So I don't know how she's done it because I am burning up. We're here in Texas on the border, so I'm just burning up all together, and I'm inside my house with air conditioning. But part of that is because I'm still not feeling too swanky. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me get a drink of my Diet Coke while we're waiting, possibly to have anyone else here. This is Pearl, for those of you that have never seen it before. This is my mug that my sister got for me. And over at my Sparkle by Monica channel, I make handmade jewelry, so I called her Pearl. But that dresses up my Diet Coke drinking. Consider using OBS software. That's what I use in my live streams. Well, wow, that's a long title. MU, free music for your videos. May I just call you MU or Mew? I don't know how you want me to do that. I love your channel, by the way, because I love going on there and listening when you have your live streams. All the music that you select to play during those, very relaxing. I love it. I actually did download that OBS. I forget what YouTube video I watched on that. At the time, though, I had not upgraded my computer, so it completely just shut down the computer because the system couldn't take whatever it's drawing from. MU is the name. All right. I'll just call you MU. That's a lot easier to say than free music for your videos. Speaking of, so when you go, like if I find a song on your channel and maybe I want to use it for a video, there will be a download link in the description of that song, right? Because that's where I always get tricky. A lot of people, they don't put the links to their songs. You're laughing at me. That's okay. I laugh at myself all the time. But yeah, if you have a download link, because I don't know how to operate if a lot of people just have their video there. I don't know how to download the video off of YouTube because there's no download from YouTube unless I am the owner of that YouTube account. Okay, good. Thank you for putting download links. There was actually, and I forget the name of the song, but it was really nice and very calming and peaceful. And I put it in my playlist here and at my Sparkle by Monica channel. So now I'll go back and click on the link and snag that. And then I'll be sure to credit you if I use it in a video because I really liked it. Well, so far, it looks like, wow, it looks like I have 10 people viewing, but only 2 of you are talking to me, so thank you so much for being here. It's still early yet, though. A lot of people are used to me having all sorts of glitches at my Sparkle by Monica channel as well as here. And I'm not, a lot of people don't come to my streams either, so I think that there's a lot of different streams going on at a lot of different channels, and people have jobs and everything, so it's difficult for them to come. Can I use my phone to download it? Oh, for MU, yeah, I think as long as you're able to download on your phone, if he's got a link there, you should be able to do it. I find, like, I have an iPhone. I find that anytime I try to download a song onto my phone, it just doesn't work. So I guess I'm old school. I do everything on my desktop, and then because this is an iPhone and it operates through iTunes, then I just let it sync up through here. But now when I just download like an MP3 file, I guess, which is what I would be doing from MU here, then I save it directly on my computer. And now that I've upgraded my computer, thank the Lord, I should have access to that no matter what. I just don't think I'll be putting it on my phone. Yep. He's given the green light. Yay! So how are you all doing as far as your channels? Are you feeling good about it? Are you having any kind of struggles with it? I know since I've been sick, I haven't been on anybody's live streams. I haven't really even been online much. It's been a struggle to even respond to and like try to retweet and all that stuff on social media. So I definitely haven't been online here. I hope your channels are doing well and you're... Oh, thank you, MU. I hope your channels are doing well and that you are still enjoying YouTube. I know it can be kind of frustrating. I know it is for me, at least. Hey, is my... I want to be sure my microphone is working. Can you all hear me all right? I'm using this Blue Yeti, and I always forget. I think when the light is flashing, it's muted me. And when it's on steady, you all should be able to hear me. But for some reason, it keeps dropping down here. So let me tighten that up. Whoops. There we go. I had forgotten too after upgrading this computer. Here is the microphone. That if you've never seen the Blue Yeti before, it's a mammoth microphone. But it does seem to filter out a lot of the outside noise here. The computer upgrade though really helped a lot as far as not slowing down things. And hopefully that means that these crazy glitches that's been happening because my phone has been overheating, but also my desktop would kind of freeze up during the live streams. And YouTube's response was, "It's not us." Have you ever heard that from YouTube before? It's not us. I'm hoping that means that I'll stop having all these issues. Maintaining a YouTube channel takes a lot of work. Yes, it sure does. Well, actually, my very first YouTube channel back in the day, like when I was in college, I had to have a Gmail email, and it automatically creates an account at YouTube. So I never used the thing. I think it's under my name, and I may have like 8 subscribers. So that thing's just been sitting over there ever since the dawn of man, I guess. Forever. You're feeling good about it? You reached 800 in 4 months. Wow, that's a lot. And started in April 2018 and been filming like crazy. Well, that's good, Patricia Sprinkles. I'm so happy for you guys. Yeah, that like way old channel has just been sitting there because I still have to have that Gmail email, and it's very difficult with the way that Google Plus Gmail, and YouTube all used to be intertwined and made you have, all of these, even though you only needed the one. So I just left it alone. And then I opened the Sparkle by Monica channel, which is the one I've actually been doing things on for the last 6 years now. But thank you, MU. My sound and video quality is very good. Well, we will hope that it remains as such. But yeah, the Sparkle by Monica channel really, I had, 1, 2, 3 candy bouquet videos that did very well when I very first created my channel, which they're old videos, but they still get the bulk of my views at that channel. And I got all sorts of subscribers from the beginning of that channel up until, was it last year? I think it was last year. And then my numbers just started declining. So I was almost at 3,000 subscribers as of last year. Well, you know what? It was right before the February rule change. So January 2018, I had almost 3,000 subscribers. So you can see, if you look at Sparkle by Monica, I've only gained 420, I think, new subscribers since all the rule change and everything. And now I will have to say, I'm not one to just jump on every single live stream, and I'm not doing the sub for sub. I know that there's been some people that are kind of doing that, or they are just full on doing that, and I don't do that stuff. But it's really it's difficult, especially if you have school or work or both, kids, life in general, to be on everybody's live streams and everything. But I do support those that really are supporting me, and as well as I'm constantly looking for new crafty creators. So that is something that I'm doing over here at the Crafty Creators channel, is I'm trying to give additional support, not just for my Sparkle by Monica channel, but also here at Crafty Creators, so that people who are handmade artists like me, I make handmade jewelry and paper crafts and anything else crafty. Or if you're an artist or like a singer, you perform and you're filming that, you have a channel and whatnot. That's what this channel is here, for those of you that don't know. And I just kind of have an open forum. So people that like to hop in live streams, although there's not much going on here today, Patricia Sprinkles and MU, I'm sorry. I don't have my best friend in my thread here today. She normally hops in here and tweets it out and everything. I've tried to tweet, but my normal tweeting mechanism must not be going out. But I do have this on Wavelength Wednesdays, so that we can kind of talk about anything that maybe you're concerned about, you have issues with, or you just want to talk about crafty stuff. So that's what I'm doing here on the Wednesdays. I missed last Wednesday because I was so sick. So it's taken me this long to really feel more like myself, my sparkly self. And I'm not all that sparkly today, I'm telling you. Although I did remember some earrings today and some sparkly glasses. Wait a minute, did I put on my sparkly glasses? Oh yes, I did. I don't even know what glass. I just grabbed glasses. I don't even know. Are these the black ones? Yeah. So when you come here or at my Sparkle by Monica live streams, you never know what you're going to get. The one before, I did talk about my marker collection that I opened up because I got some storage for it. I don't really have a topic today other than just the wavelength discussion. So I'm looking here to see. Oh, thank you, MU. Thank you for supporting Sparkle by Monica. I appreciate that. Ooh, man. I'm turning the computer around because you were just blinded over here. Okay, that was the computer. That wasn't me. You probably heard all kinds of racket. There we go. Now I can see the chat a little bit better. So, MU or Patricia Sprinkles, have you done these Google Hangouts where, okay, for instance, if I didn't want to fool with this YouTube pop-up chat window situation, and I wanted to see you guys chatting to me within the Google Hangouts, you would actually have to be signed in to the link that it gives me for the Google Hangouts, right? Have you ever used that feature before? I don't know. I don't know why Google and YouTube, since they're already integrated as an option for a live stream in your Creator Studio, I don't know why it doesn't just automatically link the two when you're at YouTube setting all this up. It's frustrating for me because I always, after I go live with Google Hangouts, I have to remember to get the pop-up chat window going. So let me know if you've done that. Because if I could kind of simplify this, it would be a lot easier instead of me always having to look over here to the left. I probably should get this set up on my phone so that I can just, where I've got the camera sitting, because I actually have my webcam over here instead of right here at the computer, which is to the left of me. I could set up the phone to where I could read what's going on in the chat and bypass this chat, this pop-up. Yes. Oh, so you have, okay, so how do you do it, Emu? I mean, I'm using the pop-up chat right now from the YouTube, but the screen itself is Google. Because I know if I were to just minimize the Google Hangouts and just be looking at the YouTube, there's a delay. So I don't want to freak myself out in that way because I know what I'm saying, but I'm not seeing what I'm saying in real time. We don't want Monica to freak out now. Let me see. Aw. Okay. I just realized that the last tweet did not go out. So let me try this again. Let me try this again via Sparkle by Monica's Twitter. Because I have a lot more followers over there versus the new creators. No, I meant you're right. You can't do that. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep on. I'll just keep on keeping on. Hello, Susie Channel. Just stopping in to show you some support and say hello. Mwah! Thank you so much. Did you bring me some Oreos? Or M&Ms? Or anything delicious? I've got my room closed off here so Willie the kitten can't get in here, so I could actually eat that stuff and not have him right here at my mouth. Oh, I don't know what happened. It's like what did you put on there? Oh, I think you tried to put some smiley faces, but for some reason it's blocked out. There it is. It was all blue. Why was that? You're welcome. Yes, packages and packages. I can't go to the grocery store now without having to walk down the cookie aisle and thinking about your YouTube channel, Susie. I love it. I actually need to visit your channel again. I was just telling Patricia and Emu that since I've not been feeling well, I haven't been on anybody's live streams. I haven't been, on people's videos and stuff. So I've just kind of been out of it, and I'm just now coming back to the world. I mean, I've been dealing with Willie and everything, but he's wearing me out. But as far as feeling good, I missed last week's live stream here on my channel at Crafty Creators because I just couldn't do it. Today, I mean, my hair looks gross and everything, but I'm sort of in the world here. Oh, you're blushing. So many beautiful beads and baubles back there. I know. I need to get in there and make stuff with them because they're just going to keep on hanging there. And in the meantime, I don't know if you saw my video of the Dallas bead store review that I did. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, I think, reviews that I need to edit the videos for. And all of those beads have got to come up here and in my beading containers. So I'm out of room. Aw. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I'm feeling a lot better than I was. I was just, gosh, I was completely out of it. And I mean, to the point where I was downstairs in my recliner because that's typically where Willie hangs out. We don't let him come upstairs yet. And just kind of hanging out with him, making sure he's not climbing on the countertops or anything yet. But I didn't get out of my chair. Let's see, what was I watching on Netflix? When you're sick and you're puny, Netflix is a great alternative for binge watching, I guess. I don't know if anyone knows who Kenneth Branagh is, but he has a series on Netflix called Wallander. Wallandeer. I think that's how you spell it. And he plays like a detective in Sweden. Although he has his British accent, but he's a detective in Sweden that solves these murders and things. So it's actually pretty good. Okay, so back to the Sparkle by Monica trying to retweet this crazy thing. Oh, it did go. Okay. So I thought it didn't. I guess it's just everybody's busy today, which is perfectly all right. So Susie, how's your channel doing? I was talking earlier to Patricia and Emu about, how they feel about their growth in their channel and all that stuff. Are you feeling pretty good about yours? Well, hello, Mr. E. Thank you for being here. Mr. E. Ooh, that makes me want to read a mystery book. I need to check your channel out. I don't think I've seen you before, Mr. E. Thank you so much. This is a crazy Sparkle by Monica spin-off channel here at Crafty Creators. So if you're wondering what all this mess is behind me, that's it. I make handmade jewelry and crafts, and I'm a teaching artist, so I actually go and teach classes. So my room is just like a craft explosion over here. Yes, my friend, it's doing well. Things are slow during the summer, so not as much traffic. Yeah. Well, and that's true. I had, let's see, I think last week when this is all when I've been sick here because I missed the last Wednesdays doing a live stream here on this channel. But I think I had, let's see, 24 new subscribers, and then 20 of them dropped off. So I've heard that a lot from other people's channels as well. Excuse me, where that's just people that aren't really looking at the videos. They're just hitting the subscribe button and YouTube just, knocks them right back off. So I've had that issue. This has been a slow growing channel here at Crafty Creators because I'm not involved with the sub for sub thing. So, I'm primarily focused here on offering Crafty Creators support. And but as far as the content that I'm putting up, like, discussions on things that might be helpful to a handmade artist or a performer, as well as, people that do hobbies, so that they might actually, pick up a tip or two about, okay, well, do I want to transition from a hobby to a small business? No, not really. Or yes, I do. Yep, just keep pushing forward. Yeah, and see, there's so many people that get violently ill with their subscriber counts and everything. And to me, even if I only had 5 subscribers, I'd be over the moon because that's 5 people. Like, I just watched, oh gosh, I think his name is Roberto Blake. Yes. How could I forget that? He's a really big influencer in YouTube. And he talks about, think in terms of if you were speaking live in front of an audience of people, okay? Even if you only had 20 people in front of you, that is something that, would make you nervous. It would put you on your toes. You would be happy to see those 20 people if you were giving a live discussion talk and everything. So you've got to think in terms of that being a human being and not just a number on your YouTube channel. And that's the truth, because there are people that get so upset if they lose their subscribers. And I mean, it's one thing to wonder, I wonder, did I do something wrong? Did I say something that someone didn't like? Do they not like my content? Well, if they didn't like my content, why did they subscribe in the first place? That kind of thing. So you can have those kind of worries, I guess. But the ones that just get violently ill, but just simply because their numbers are dipping, that you're just worried about subscriber count. And really, I have noticed a lot of those same people that do complain about that type of thing, if you look closely at their channel, they're really not putting like content on their channel. So they are there just to try to build their channel up in numbers and not really offering anything back for the viewer or subscriber or supporter. You know, I know we don't like to use the subscriber word. That's a great philosophy. I totally agree. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad he said that because I've been thinking it this whole time and just didn't know how to put it into words because, you know, I get so tickled when I just see my number go up by one person. I'm like, I have a Sparkle Squad member or a Crafty Creators member. I get confused when I do these live streams that I'm on my Crafty Creators channel and not Sparkle by Monica. So please ignore if I start talking about sparkles and beads and everything because I'm kind of blending over. I'm merging over into the other lane of Craftyville. So did I miss anything over here? I just want to be sure I'm not skipping over anybody. Does anybody know how to keep it to where it just says live chat instead of it reverting back to top chat? Be sure I see all messages. Is there a setting that I'm supposed to be hitting there? You know, YouTube should make their little chats on their live streams a lot easier for those who are challenged in the ways of technology. Or at least that's my philosophy. Oh, aw. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. So what happened? Okay. Huh. Okay, so there's something odd going on here. If anyone is still here, I hope this is not another glitch like what happened to me on my last stream. But the chat window did not go away, the pop-up chat window. However, the viewer number that keeps popping up down here, it's fluctuating. Before it said I had 10 viewers, but only 2 actually talking to me here in the chat. So when I just hit the live chat button up here, which it never stays there, it always reverts back to top chat. But when I hit the live chat button, it says now I have 3 viewers. Oh, now I'm back to 10 viewers. But there's only 3 of you talking to me. So I hope I'm not missing a whole bunch of people talking to me. If I am, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Have a wonderful day yourself, Susie. Keep on creating. Looking forward to another live stream soon. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Eat more Oreos. There are so many varieties to be had and explored. Have a great day. Bye. Well, yeah, so I don't know if MU and Mr. E and Patricia Sprinkles are still here. If you are, I really appreciate you stopping by my chat. Usually I'm only on here for about an hour because I don't like to bye, Susie. I don't like to do those 8-hour live streams. Dear Lord, I wouldn't have anything to talk about for 8 hours. Here at Crafty Creators, like I said, on Wednesdays, it's just a time to kind of gab if you want to about your channel, anything that you've got that you want to discuss. If you are a handmade crafty creator type person, do you have any questions about the media that you work in? For instance, for myself, I'm a handmade jewelry person. I also make paper crafts and things, and sometimes some candy bouquets and things like that. So if I knew that there were other jewelry makers here in the discussion, which I mean, right now I'm still a small channel, so I don't have a big live stream here. But I would ask a question like, you know, are there any people in here that do metal stamping? If so, you know, what type of method do you use to darken your letters after you've stamped? So that could be a discussion question. Or in particular for Crafty Creators, you know, what kind of editing software are you guys using? What are some cool apps that you guys are using to edit your videos and things? So, which brings up another issue for me. This will be Monica's Wavelength Wednesdays. Oh, okay, Emmy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'm coming to see your channel again because I gotta get that one song downloaded, but I want to hop onto one of your streams again so I can be relaxed, so I can groove, but a relaxing groove. Because if I try to do any funky grooving, I don't know that I would recover from that. Have a great day. Thank you so much. But the other issue that I had since upgrading my computer Oh, bye. Is using Photoshop. I don't know if any one of you actually use Photoshop for anything, but as a handmade artist, I will get into my Photoshop and create files to then sell digitally. Oh, but like bottle caps, that's something in the jewelry making world that you can create necklaces and things. I don't know if you can see I've got necklaces back here, but I don't have any bottle caps. It sort of looks like, whoops, let me put that back in frame. It sort of looks like this little piece here. I can't get that off of there, but it's just a round bottle cap type of thing, but you have a picture and it's a round 1-inch photo. So I create a sheet of them. Thank you, Emu. I just create a sheet of those graphics and then I put them on my website or my Etsy. So I use Photoshop to create that. Now, I have used Adobe Illustrator in order to create things like clip art, which is the component of what I then turn into a bottle cap image or a invitation or a greeting card, things like that. But Adobe Illustrator for me has been a little bit more difficult to learn. If there's anyone that watches this stream after the fact, or maybe you hop in here before I go offline and you've used Adobe Illustrator, let me know if you have any kind of tips or tricks for that, because to me, working in vectors is very confusing, especially with all the little lines and everything that you have to drag and move around and stuff. I don't like that issue. So Photoshop, though, before I upgraded, it could take it up to an hour to just open the program in general. But since I upgraded, now when I open the program, it opens, boom, fast. All right. But I noticed that a lot of the brushes and actions, styles, the additional things that I had previously downloaded so that I could use in Photoshop, like for this Crafty Creators shirt. Okay. So the Crafty Creators hashtag that I have here, I created that in Photoshop using a brush. Right. And then I had a texture style applied to it so that it looks like linen texture on the hashtag portion itself. That is gone now. So I'm going to have to go back and re-download that action and that style in order to continue to create things in Photoshop with that. So I'm just wondering if anyone else out there uses Photoshop and you have maybe had that similar issue. What do you do in that? I mean, I even went back to where I backed up all of my files and I can't find, I can find the individual actions and brushes because obviously I downloaded them, but I can't find any separate Photoshop upgrade or update or whatever that would have included those brushes and actions and styles so that I can just re-upload that or reopen it or whatever on this new upgraded memory. So if you know the secret to that, let me know. Otherwise, what I think I'm going to have to do is just like what I did last night, go and hunt each individual thing that I can remember, a brush, a style, whatnot, and just re-upload it into Photoshop, which will be a pain because I have a lot. I had to do that on my fonts. If there's any graphic artists out there, I thought when I did the system backup before we took the computer down, I thought that the fonts folder or file would be included in that system backup. But when we upgraded the system and then I went back to, I think I was doing a Word document, none of my fonts were in there. So I had to go and search for it, and I could not find those fonts anywhere. So I've had to go and hunt those down at individual places. And a lot of those that I've paid for, thankfully, because they're on a membership site where I have to log in, I can still get them that way. But trying to find that fonts folder, I should have just specifically gone to that fonts folder and put it where I knew it was separate onto my external hard drive, rather than just, assuming that the system backup would have it there, because it didn't. So that's kind of a pain. But you graphic artists out there, if you haven't considered that, and you're considering an upgrade to your computer and you're not aware of something like that, that might help you out. And those of you graphic artists that know, that I messed up in not doing that, what is your tip for making sure that you don't lose all of your fonts and have to do this? Are you just like every month or so, or maybe even sooner, are you going back into your fonts folder and just backing that up on your external drives or wherever it is that you're putting it? If so, let me know, because I'd be interested to know how often that you do that. Hopefully, now that I've got a 2 terabyte memory and I've upgraded from 4 gigs to 8 on the RAM, I'm not going to have to do anything for a long time as far as what I'm creating in Photoshop, editing my videos and all of that stuff. Now, I still am doing the philosophy where I take the video. So let's say I've actually just finished a video. Was that 2 nights ago? I just finished a video 2 nights ago on my PayPal card reader that I use at craft fairs. So what I did there is I kind of have a folder that's in limbo, like to be edited type thing. And I think I have I think I have now over 50 videos that need to be edited so that I can upload them to my Sparkle by Monica channel, mainly a couple of them here for Crafty Creators. That folder is by itself. So then as I edit a video from there and I have it completely edited and finished, then I move that over into the completed folder so that it's out of in progress and it's now completed once it's been uploaded to YouTube. But I don't delete it completely off of either the computer or the external hard drive that I have. What do you guys do with your stuff? Do you always keep everything as far as the videos that you're making, and once you finalize them, finally edit them, do you just delete it all? I'm a little bit leery of doing that based on the old Sparkle by Monica channel. There was a couple of videos that I lost there because I assumed that once I uploaded them to YouTube, I wouldn't need the backup anymore. Well, in different issues where YouTube has decided they didn't like my video anymore and demonetized it, had I kept the original video, like of the audio, for instance, because there was a few that I had just little clips of music. And back then, when I very first began my channel, I used it from the YouTube music library. However, at some point, it decided over the years, okay, that artist doesn't want you to use that anymore. So it demonetized the video. Had I kept the original video information, I could have just re-edited the video and uploaded it again, because the YouTube audio software and upload thingy, if you try to do that on old videos, what happens is it just takes all the audio off, like the music that it had issue with, but also your speaking. So that wasn't going to do me any good. And if I tried to download that video from my Creator Studio, what would happen is it would, once I had tried to change the audio out, that little feature that says change your audio, whatever, so that you don't have to worry about it being demonetized anymore. Well, once I figured, hey, that's not working, I guess it's because it's such an old video, and I reverted back to the original, I can no longer download that video. So that's an issue of where I should have just kept the original video components and everything on my external hard drive, even though I had finalized it. Just wondered, have any of you all had that issue? I'm not really going to go back in, especially at Sparkle by Monica. Here I don't have to worry about it because this is such a new channel and I'm used to the kind of glitchy weirdness of YouTube and their music libraries and the music libraries all around. Even the royalty free, you have to be careful with those too, because it might be royalty free, on that given time when you've made your video. But if it's a couple years down the road and that artist has decided to remove that from that royalty free program that you were on or whatever, you might have a flag thrown on you then. So I've just decided I'm going to keep all of the components, like all of the pictures and all of the videos of every video that I've ever taken. And when I do that, it's really sucking up the memory. So this 2 terabytes that I have here on the newer upgraded computer, and then I have a 4 terabyte external hard drive, which has already got 2 terabytes of data on it, just simply because I backed up my entire system, or so I thought, onto the external drive. So I need to do some cleanup there to be sure I don't have things that I really don't need on there. But as far as video, yeah, I think I'm going to keep the whole thing. So it looks like I got 20 more minutes here. Patricia, are you still here with me? It looks like I still got 3 people, but no one is talking. I'm going to take a drink of Diet Coke. Ooh, goodness gracious. Today is supposed to be 100 degrees. And yesterday it was 105. Now, I was inside most of the day yesterday until the evening. That is when I go and take Willie, my kitten, into the backyard and let him spend some time with the older cats, which is 2 girls. One of them is Simone and the other is String Bean. And when I say spend some time, I mean, actually, he does spend time with Simone. She's the oldest. She's the mama of String Bean. And Simone instantly took to Willie, although she's still skittish, but she lets him jump on her and scratch her, and he wants to bite her face for some reason. I haven't quite figured that out. He's trying to play with her, and she'll let him do that. She just sits down and lets him, use her as a jungle gym there. But then she gets tired of it after about 5 minutes, and she goes off and tries to get up under the vehicle that we have sitting out of the way here, out of the sun. But I won't let him go up under there with her. It's like she keeps trying to get him to go under there with her so that I can't be involved there. I guess she's wanting to just hang out in the shade with him. But I won't get up under there yet because I'm afraid if he gets up under the car, I'll never be able to get him out of there because he's so tiny. He's still small. He's 14 weeks. He's going today for his rabies shot. Woo! I'm not looking forward to that. So anyway, that's our nightly ritual, is to try to get the girls used to seeing that, okay, this kitten's not going anywhere. He's a part of the family, Well, String Bean, on the other hand, still doesn't like him. She watches him from afar, and if we get close to her, she'll start like hissing, and then if he gets real close to her, she'll growl. Now, she has actually laid her ears back inside the house, but she ran in on me last night. No, not before last. She ran in the door when I was trying to go out to fill up their water dish because it was so hot. And I had not put Willie up yet into the room that we're using as the cat room. So he was out in the house alone, unprotected, when she ran in. And I thought, oh, here we go. It's going to be murder. But I think she was more afraid of him because, excuse me, she just ran once she realized that he was in the main house, because she's used to hearing him meowing if I already have him put up at night when I let her in to kind of cool off, because she used to be in the house at night. And ever since he's been here, she's just been staying outside all night long in the backyard. But she went up, like I have a upstairs, so she went half flight of stairs where there's like a little landing, and sat down on that after they had chased each other around, and I had been able to grab him because he's so fast. He's just 14 weeks old, so he's tiny. So I grabbed him and we went to the cat room, and I put the leash on him that he's normally on when I walk him around in the backyard, trying to get him acclimated to the girls. But she was sitting on that landing, and I thought, okay, well, since she didn't kill him, she was hissing and growling the whole time she was running, right? And his tail poofed up something big because he was just chasing around and around the steps. So I thought, I will bring him out on the leash and bring him up to where she's sitting like I would outside, just to let everybody know, okay, even though that was some cat chaos right there and scared me to death, everything is still cool, right? So I brought him up the stairs, and as I was bringing him up the stairs on his little leash, she laid those ears back, and that's the first time she's done that before with him. Usually, she'll hiss, and then if he gets a little bit too close to her, she'll growl, pretty like, "Arr." But the laying back of the ears I've not seen. So I think that did freak her out, that he chased her around the stairs. And that's just another reason why she doesn't like him right now. But it's only been, 4 weeks that he's been here. So with her in particular, she's going to be one of those that it might take several months to just tolerate each other. If you've ever had to introduce cats to one another, that it can take quite a while for some cats. I actually figured it would be Simone that it would take. I figured String Bean, she might get over it after about a week and then be okay to just tolerate him. And Simone would never, but Simone instantly, she was okay with him. So I think that's just because though Simone has been so lonely since Blinky passed away in March. And String Bean doesn't really play with her mom. She's kind of unsociable now. She just doesn't want anybody to fool with her. And it's also because it's so hot outside, I think. But Simone has always had Blinky to play with, and I think she misses that a lot. So I think that's why her and Willie will be good friends if he can stop biting her face after he gets out of the kitten stage. With String Bean, I just don't know. I don't know how that's going to pan out. But I'm going to be very patient, of course. I'm just so used to, before having the girls, we always had boy cats. And they are notorious for being more friendly than girls. And it's always just been very easy within the first week to introduce another cat to my boy cats. So I'm not used to this trying to introduce a boy to the girl cats type of thing. When Simone showed up, she was actually pregnant before we could and get her spayed, and that's how we wound up with String Bean, because she had a litter of kittens. So Simone already loved Blinky because they saw each other through the window when he was inside the house back in Arizona. And String Bean, when she was a kitten, she was very friendly and everything. After she had been weaned and all that stuff, and we would let her around the boys to introduce her to the boys, she took to Blinky like that and kind of hung out with him there for the longest time, up until she was about 4 years old. And then all of a sudden she decided she didn't like Blinky anymore. And she always got along with Pumpkin, which was my oldest cat at the time. He was 19 years old when he passed away. She was okay with him up until about the same time that she decided she didn't like Blinky anymore. And I thought maybe it was because Pumpkin had gotten sick by that time. And some cats, if they sense that another cat is sick, they don't want to have anything to do with them. So I thought that was it. But I guess she's not going to be sociable. Now, with me, at nighttime, when she's tired and she wants to come in and she's been outside in the heat of the day, she wants me to pet her. She'll come up and sit on my lap for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then she's had enough of me and she's ready to go to bed. But, I don't know with Willie. I don't know what's going to happen. So I never heard back from Patricia, and I don't know if it's a glitch. It says that I'm still live here. I'm going to switch back over to Top Chat and see if this window changes. I am coming up on 1:20, so I'm going to have it here for about another 10 minutes. I've talked about a lot of different things here, not just crafty related stuff, but cats. For any of my cat loving friends out there who want to bother listening to this replay this far ahead. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of say my goodbyes here. Whoever is still with me, I appreciate you hanging out with me this long. Let me see if I can go back through here. Okay, it doesn't look like I've missed anything. Yep. I don't think I've missed anything unless this little pop-out chat window is messed up. So I'm going to type something in right here. Thanks to everyone that stopped by my live stream. Craft on, y'all. Okay, so I just got that done. So like I said before, for about an hour. Now that I have it on a schedule where anyone who wants to come to Crafty Creators, you know that it's going to be happening every Wednesday at 12:30 to 1:30 typically. That's Mountain Time. That's my time. I'm actually in El Paso, Texas, so we're on the Mountain Time zone. I know that it overlaps several other people's streams and things, so I'm not upset about that. Whoever wants to come and say hello, I'm happy to have you, and I hope that everyone is enjoying their time on YouTube. Like we talked about earlier, several people, are experiencing a little bit of a lag. It's summertime, so a lot of people are outside with their kids. They're enjoying the summer, and I don't blame you on that. Although it's too hot for me to be outside for very long because I'll break into a sweat. I don't want to break into a sweat. Well, I mean, sometimes it's good. Unless I'm cleaning the house. I don't like that kind of a break into the sweat. Like I said, you never know what topics of discussion you will have at Sparkle by Monica or Crafty Creators. But just keep hanging in there. If you're having any kind of tech issues or whatnot, check other people's YouTube channels out because there's a lot of information there that's been helpful for me. And actually, that last live stream where I had so many issues, and I had a suspicion because I was also having an issue with my WordPress blog that's tied to my website where it was running out of memory. It was throwing these weird errors and stuff, and both WordPress and HostGator, which is who does my website there, or one of my websites, they both said that it wasn't on their end. So even though it was flashing errors as if it was a PHP error or some crazy thing at WordPress, which I'd never seen. Turns out, because I haven't seen that error since we upgraded my computer, it was tied to my computer. So another tip there for you. But I found out how to switch out and upgrade my computer from a fellow YouTuber who had this same model of computer that I do. Very appreciative of that because, I had to watch two different creators. One had one just strictly about the hard drive element of it, and the other one had one about the gigabytes of RAM, which are two different types of memory, but you have to do both if you want to upgrade it correctly. So, that was very helpful to me, but I've also, in watching other creators, I've gotten several different tips and strategies and learned some philosophies of different people in how to just relax with your YouTube channel. Everybody wants to grow. And if your only goal is to get monetized, keep in mind that unless something wonderful happens to you with a miracle or just, a lot of hard work and it finally pays off and then you get picked up internationally, you're not going to be making so much money from being monetized that that should be the end all goal. Now, having said that, I am monetized over at Sparkle by Monica by the skin of my teeth, so to speak, because every month when I look at my stats, I'm on that little borderline of, getting kicked off of there because of the watch time. And that's another thing, those that are just, they're so in the tunnel about, okay, how many subscribers and how much how many watch hours do I have? If that's all that you're thinking about and you're not posting content to your channel and you're not giving anyone a reason to want to come to your channel, you've got your philosophy backwards because, people aren't coming to your channel just solely to support a channel for support's sake. There is the sub for sub mentality, but I hope that came out correctly. There's not going to be a loyal viewer out there for your channel if there's nothing for them to watch. So yes, they may come and support your channel for half of a second, but then either YouTube will remove them or they might remove themselves or whatever the case is, depending on what kind of sub for sub mentality they have. And that's not going to do anything for your watch time. So you're always going to be struggling with the goals, for YouTube. So in my mind, yes, I'm always riding that edge over at my Sparkle by Monica channel, but because I've had that channel for so long and I've got so much content on there are views, and the views continue on each of my videos. It just takes a long time for quite a lot of those videos to get past 100 views. Now there's several, or well, not several, there's I think 4 now that have gotten several thousand views or several 100,000 views from a long time ago, and those just keep getting like retro views, so to speak, just because it's a popular topic for whatever that craft is that people are looking for, or they like the thumbnail or whatnot. So just try to relax with this whole growing of your channel. As Susie said, it just takes work, and you just got to keep plugging along. Same with MU and Patricia Sprinkles. We're just all trying to do what we enjoy and hope that other people enjoy watching and listening. Or I had someone tell me on one of my last live streams, I can't remember if it was here or at Sparkle by Monica, they just enjoy seeing how I handle the chaos, the glitches from the live streams. So hey, let me entertain you. I need to really get that song memorized because I don't even know if I'm singing that right. But that's all you can do. And that's kind of the philosophy that I'm going with as far as anything that I do here at YouTube. Yes, it's nice to be monetized. Have I ever made hundreds of dollars from it over the entirety of my channel? Yes, but not every month. Now, those of you like James and several other people that have live streams, and you get a bunch of people on those live streams, and then they stay with you for 8 hours while you're live streaming, which is crazy because I can't be on there for more than an hour, if that. But he'll get quite a bit. I think he's even mentioned how much that he made in a couple of his last months of monetization payments. However, that's not going to be something that keeps you from having to work a job, a full-time job. It is something, though, this is the way I look at it. It is something, if I'm able to see a financial return, it is helpful because I do teach as well as create handmade jewelry and other crafts and things. So it helps me in little ways. For instance, getting this Blue Yeti a couple years ago, I went ahead and did that, although I didn't use it for a long time. Something else that I got, which I don't have around here, but I got a little ring light for when I'm using my iPhone. It holds my iPhone, and it's just a small little ring light for, let's see, I think that one was $20. And that, those types of things for me, in my case, is where if I get any kind of return back in monetization at Sparkle by Monica, I put it back into my channel, or I put it back into my art. And in a lot of cases, I actually put it towards when I'm teaching my art in the classroom, because I provide a lot of things to my students for free. And the reason being is because I have a lot of craft supplies and beading supplies, things like that, but also because I like to give back to people. So if I'm receiving something in some way through my YouTube channel, which there's people that, I don't know, they have a problem with anyone that gets monetized, because they feel like this is just, it should just be free and everybody should just be having fun and you shouldn't be paid for anything that you do. But if you really applied that in real life, a lot of people don't do things for free. They expect to be paid. And if you have a job that you do a lot of things probably that you're not getting paid to do. But if you have to work overtime, or how many ever hours of the day that you're there in that office or wherever it is that you're working, you expect to be paid. It's not the same really at YouTube, because it is something that you don't have to do. you get into YouTube because you want to do it for whatever the reason is. However, if there is an opportunity to get some sort of return on that, like being monetized, then, just provide the content that you want to provide. Look at your analytics, kind of do your research on that. If you are trying to make goals of supporters and your watch hours, be mindful of your analytics to kind of help you to goals in particular. But for the rest of the time, you're having fun. And then if you happen to be monetized, enjoy that as something that you can put back into your channel or back into your art or back into the whatever that you want to put it back into, and let everything else kind of fall off. Don't get stressed out. Don't be looking at other channels and think, well, that channel is similar to mine. Why do they have 500 views and I only get 2? Don't become bitter. Just stay positive and enjoy what you're doing. So I believe, wow, how did I do that? I'm right at 1:30, guys. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to head off here. I am actually going to try, before I head off, I don't think anybody's on here with me. It says I've got 5 people, but I don't know. Whoever you are, if you're the 5 people that aren't speaking to me, thank you for showing up. And I hope you have a craftacular day. Before I head off, I'm going to minimize the pop-out window. And I'm going to flip over. It says I can do a screen share, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do the application window. Wait a minute. No, your entire screen? No. Application window. There we go. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to say share. Ooh. Oh, wow. That didn't work. That didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to. Okay, let me try that again. Screen share. I just want to be able to share. I don't know. Let's try your entire screen. I don't think I want to do the entire screen, do I? Choose what you'd like to share. Okay, so I'm just going to say application window. And then I'm going to minimize what I'm looking at here. And then go to the Handmade Crafty Creators website. And hopefully you're seeing that. Okay, let me try to pull up. No, it's not showing that right. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. Okay, so you can see, apparently, the website now, the handmadecraftycreators.com website. If you have not already visited that website, please go and check that out. I do have a blog on the website, and you don't have to log in order to be able to read the information that is on the blog. So there's several different posts, and what I try to do when I have the Marketing Monday segments is I will go in and create a post for that, so you'll see some of that there. I need to get more active in putting some more content as far as any of the information that would be specific to, what crafty creators might be interested in hearing about. There's also the forum, and if I click that here, I don't think I'll be able to see it. Yeah, so I'd have to log in here for you to be able to see it. But I've done it before on the previous video, I believe it's the welcome video, where I'm talking about the website. It won't let me go back. Go back. Wow, that just totally whipped me out of there. Here we go. All right, so the forum, if you click that one will require you to log in. And what that is where you can discuss directly with people either in your actual craft area that, like, say I'm a jewelry maker, so I'd want to talk about my jewelry making. And I can go in here on the jewelry making forum by category and start up a discussion, or I can participate in an existing discussion, and it's by category. So you're not having to scroll through an eternal list of, blog posts or social media posts or whatnot, trying to do a search by keyword or whatever. You can actually go in and search the categories in the forums that interest you and participate or not in those. So we have that. There's also the availability of purchasing the merch, like the shirts that you've seen on the videos that I have done. I simplified it so that you can see the three main designs. I have the square Crafty Creators, Throw Glitter Not Shade, and the two hashtags there. If you want the double-sided shirt that I posted in my most recent video, then you can go and actually click the links that I provide in the video description to get that version of shirt. But that is it. We have the Facebook page, which is here. I hope you can see that. I'm not really sure what you're seeing right now because I can't see the Google Hangout screen. But we have the Facebook, and then we have the Twitter, of course. So anything that you might feel like you want to participate in, please feel free to do so. Now I'm going to pull this back up on Google. Here we go. And I just want to say I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I know that we didn't have that many people showing up here for the live stream. I apologize. It's not a very big channel yet, so my live stream is not something that a lot of people want to come to just yet if they're only looking for the support mechanism in the streams. As far as any kind of crafty discussions and whatnot, like I said, Wavelength Wednesdays are typically any kind of issues that you might have, whether it's your channel in general, tech issues that you have in filming and creating videos, or if you want to discuss your particular craft, if you're a performance artist, you know, whatever it is that you do and you want to be able to talk to your fellow crafty creators here, that's what happens on Wednesdays. And I will be uploading a schedule on my Sparkle by Monica channel. Normally when I do these live streams here on the Crafty Creators, I'll also go ahead and just pop in live sometimes at the Sparkle by Monica channel. I'm not going to do that today because I have to take Willie to get his little rabies shot. But if there is anyone that, hello, Just Make Something. Hello. I hope I didn't miss you. I just clicked on the live chat and there you are. You just popped up. I am fixing to head off here, but I just wanted to get back on that website, show you guys the website. Be sure you check that out if you haven't already. And keep in mind, I do these live streams on the Crafty Creators channel every Wednesday at 12:30 to 1:30 my time. Oh, you're in El Paso. Yay! Man, it's hot in here or out here. I just had my neighbor. She has been without air conditioning for 8 years, if you can believe that. She has a window unit. She never did get her her central heat and air fixed, or actually, I think she still had the evaporative coolers on her rooftop. Well, she finally got those changed out. So I've been hearing this crane outside, and actually I don't hear it anymore. So I guess they got it finished. So now she's going to have real air conditioning in her house. I bet she's thrilled. I figured I'd go after I get off this live stream, I'll go next door and see how she's doing, because now she's probably freezing to death. I can't deal with it. I have to have my air conditioning on because, man, it's too hot for me. But yeah, this is it, guys. I am going to now take the pop-out chat window off here. So Just Make Something. I'm going to take this chat window off. I'm sorry. I won't be able to see if you're speaking to me. The other people that were here earlier, they're already gone. So I think it's just you and I. I hope you're doing well, though. If you want to pop in next week, I'll be here at the same time, 12:30 to 1:30 El Paso time. So feel free to stop over. Okay, so now the chat window is gone. And I guess you're just seeing the Handmade Crafty Creators website page. So that's how I'm going to end out the chat. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by here. And thankfully, I did not seem to have any sort of glitches, which is wonderful. So I guess the fact that I upgraded my computer memory and the RAM, as well as the just the memory in general, did have a lot to do with the glitches that I had been experiencing, or at least that's what I'm going to blame it on, since YouTube told me that it wasn't on their end. So that's what we're going to go with. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to let me know. just leave a comment for me on the video whenever it becomes a video, or shoot me a message on social media or at the website, however you want to do it, whatever's easiest for you. If you have not already joined the Handmade Crafty Creators group at Facebook, please feel free to do so. I try to post daily content there so that it can be more like the discussion if you're active on Facebook, as well as the forum that we on the website here, which I talked about. You do have to log in there for the forum. The blog you don't have to log into, so if you're interested in content there, check that out. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, and Google Plus. I hate Google Plus, but we're on there. So if you're in any of those social medias and you want to follow Crafty Creators, please feel free to do so. The little social icons are here at the YouTube channel as well as on the website, so you can click on those and be able to follow us wherever you are at on your social platforms. And that's it. I'm going to go get ready to take little Willie the kitten to get his little rabies shot. Bless his heart. He's 14 weeks old now, so he's overdue for getting that. He just had his last booster done. Oh, let's see, was that Friday of last week? Yeah, so he's due now to get his rabies, and then he will be done with his shots. So I've got to go get ready to take him to do that. I'm not looking forward to that, poor little guy. He hates me every time we have to put him in the little cat carrier, but hopefully he'll be all right. And eventually, maybe both of the older girl cats will get to liking him. Simone's cool with him so far. I'll try to post a video of him playing with Simone, either here at the Crafty Creators or Sparkle by Monica channel. I haven't decided yet. So I had somebody suggest that I put the cat videos over at that Monica Dockery channel that I never use. So I may do that. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that one. But thanks everyone so much for stopping by here. If you have put a like on this stream, and if you can remember and you don't mind, please come back once this crazy thing becomes an actual video and leave a comment here for me. And again, if you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave that down below too as well. And have a craftacular day. Bye. Bye.